Hey, Cal here. Um, I am okay. I got to Arizona just fine. Uh, although being crammed into a minivan with your stepfather, mother, and younger siblings, it can get a little hectic, as we've never been in one place at the same time for such a long time, just about 4 days, 4 or 5 days. Um, but I'm alright. I'm actually on my parents' new laptop, which is a cheapo laptop, I'm sure. It's not all that great. I hope you can hear me all right. I don't know how good this webcam works, but considering it's tracking me all right, it's pretty decent. Um, I'm doing all right. Just getting everything set up. I know I look like a wreck. I haven't shaved in a while, and I just got out of the shower. So I've already found a new gaming place. Really, really cool. I gotta be a little quiet because I got my sister sleeping in the room right in front of me, and I got my other rest of my family sleeping in the main room. Um, I found a new gaming place. It's called Empire Games. Very cool place. It's like the Battle Bunker but better. Um, they have almost every 40K model, every War Machine model, every Fantasy model, every Hordes model. They have everything and more. They even have magnets, um, paints from so many different companies. Um, they even have a War Machine league. They have a league for everything. Um, they even do Magic Yu-Gi-Oh! For doing that whole thing. They've got tables. I didn't start my War Machine army. But before I go into that, I gotta say I'm really impressed with how nice Arizona is, especially in the Gilbert Mesa area. Even though that we're pretty much smack dab right in the middle of the desert, it's not that bad. Sales tax is kind of a pain, but we'll get used to it. Um, sorry, the house is creaking a little bit. We got one of those plaster houses with tile floors, so it kind of creaks a little bit whenever the AC stops. It sounds like stuff's crawling in the ceiling, but it's not. Speaking of creepy crawlies, we've already come across one of the various critters. Um, my mother, she's afraid of it. She's afraid of almost anything that crawls or runs really fast and small. In the master bedroom, we're in a vacation rental right now. It's a fully furnished vacation rental until we find our permanent place. And she walked in there and she saw this little lizard, about yay big, sitting on the white alarm clock, and she flipped. She's like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" I couldn't help but laugh my ass off. So I'm like, "Mom, it's probably not poisonous. It's probably more afraid of you than you are it. All we gotta do is get it and get it outside and let it go." She got in there with my shoe and tried to hit it. It ran off somewhere. Um, I couldn't help but make fun of her because it was completely ridiculous. I was like, "Oh, I had an idea. How about I go to the Dollar Tree and find those little rubber plastic ones and just put them all around the house and see what happens?" I wouldn't do that to her, but I probably would. It'd be as an April Fool's thing, or maybe even Halloween. Get a big tarantula, big toy tarantula, and sit it on the freaking toilet. Set it on the toilet seat. Oh, in the toilet. Whatever works. So we've already run into the little creeper crawlies. I did have to kill a couple spiders that were very poisonous. I usually have to keep my shoes on during the day because if we end up running into a scorpion, she's gonna be running to me for help, and I gotta be able to smash the little fucker into the ground. Um, yeah, we already know like if you have a rattlesnake or the one very poisonous reptile in your house or in your backyard, you have to call the fire department to get it for them to come wrangle it out. I know that we got to do that, so we know what to do in that case. When we're learning, we are being very prepared for living in the middle of a freaking desert. Because literally, you drive down the road, there's nothing but sandy dirt and cacti everywhere, as well as everything that comes with it: scorpions, spiders, black widows, tarantulas. I don't know about tarantulas. I don't think they're that common around here. Poison spiders, lizards, geckos, and stuff everywhere. It's very different. We'll adjust. We've already gotten better. I know people who've watched my last video, my last couple of videos I took down after I put them up. We've gotten better. Our symptoms are disappearing pretty much. Right when we got out here, they just vanished. My insomnia is gone, although I have to get used to the new time zone change. Because the time zone never changes here. It's always the same, all year round. So we're getting adjusted, we're getting everything set, we already have a plan. We're going to be doing alright. Now I have started playing War Machine. I have played my first game with some help of a very experienced kennel player, which I think his name is Larry. I'm not sure. But I've already started to paint them. Basically I got the multi-4 variant plastic kit for Cador and the battle box. And I've gotten them, and I'm magnetizing every single arm. I'm trying so I can use every single variant that I possibly can. So I've got 3 jacks and 1 Lorecaster, which is Sorsha. And in my little Sorsha. She's prime black. I've had to use the army painter, which I'm quite impressed with how it went down. She's going to be very fun to paint. Sarcastic, very fun to paint. But she's worked out very well in the first game. I played against hordes. I don't know which army. It was a very wolf-like army. A lot of werewolves, a lot of wolf-like models. I don't know what army that's called, but I managed to pull off a win with some help. I'm not going to take all the credit. I'm not that much of a dick. But I'm going to show you my warjacks. I don't remember what exactly variant they are, but they are on the Destroyer chassis. I think this is the Destroyer. He's the one I have mostly painted. I've just got to touch up the body, maybe go over and highlight some stuff. I wanted to make this guy look a little more worn out, so I got brown ink and put it on the flat parts and then dabbed it away with the paper towel. It's very dirty, very worn. The axe is going to be very nice and shiny, as if it's been polished. And it's turning out very nice. I got to paint like the pipes there. I've got to paint the black trim on the back armor plate there. I've still got to do detail work, like I'm going to paint the rivets. Maybe go along the trim with the base color paint. And he's the one who pulled off my win, killing Beastmaster, I think is what they're called. He's turning out very nicely, even though I gotta learn how to paint these guys. So I basically gotta touch up the torso. I'm probably gonna freehand the cower symbol on there, stuff like that. And just touch up everything and do the face. And then I got this one, which I think is a Decimator. It's the one with the big ripsaw and blowback is what it's called. I've only got some of the armor painted. I didn't use the Cadorian red, because I accidentally got Scorn red. It was on the same rack. I picked it up and I didn't know if I wasn't paying attention, but I don't think it's really much of a difference. I mean, it still looks like that one. Also, all of the arms, I forgot to mention before, all of the arms are fully magnetized. Every single arm is magnetized. I'm always afraid that I pull out the magnet. And with this guy, the hand is magnetized on the arm. And the arm is also magnetized. Because actually, when you get the multi-part kit and the battle box, you have 3 of these arms, but only 4 axes. So I'm going to magnetize like 2 of these, 2 of the executioner axes, and then 2 ice axes, and 2 of the arms, so I can have, 2 of the same one, and then 1 with the open fist and the 1 with the cannon, like this variant here. And then my last one, which is my personal favorite, because I like the idea of pummeling my opponent into the ground. I forget what this guy's called. I think it's I think this might be the Destroyer. It's something. But, yeah. Actually, let me check. Yeah, the one with the ripsaw was the Decimator. This is a Marauder. And the other one is a Destroyer. Yeah, that's it. And the one with the Ice Axe is a Juggernaut. So here is the Marauder, which is my personal favorite of the Destroyer chassis. I like this guy. Even on the first game, he got riddled with holes and raped, let's say. He was destroyed before he could even do anything. So I got that now. I'm probably going to get the Epic Sword Shot because I want to be able to use, I like Beast 9. I want to get Beast 9, maybe a Spriggan and a Kodiak, just so I have some options. And then I gotta figure out infantry. I'm thinking Winter Guard. Winter Guard to start out with. Because I want to wait to get um, shock troopers. Yeah, shock troopers and stuff like that. Because they're coming up with plastic stuff and it's cheaper than getting the metal. Because you get 5 models for like 45 bucks, 35 on the war store. I don't know, I'll probably get off the war store if I do a big order off from them. But I love War Machine. Once I get my own computer and maybe even a webcam or camera, I'll try to do some good videos. I don't know when I will be back full time. I do have my 40K army being worked on. I have my Nurgle Demon Prince, which I need to find a good place to get roughly 2-inch wide turbines to stick on his back to count his wings. Because I don't want to do his normal wings, I want to do actual aircraft turbines. Once I do that, and I just gotta rig him on the back and sculpt him in like or mutate it into his back or something, and I'm good to go. I also have a possessed Nurgle sorcerer and a possessed Nurgle lord, which I just utilize a lot of possessed pieces. The only thing that's not possessed are the arms on the sorcerer and one arm on the lord. And then a little bit of conversion work because I made a force weapon for the sorcerer, which is a possessed force weapon. So I only had 2 hits, so I did what I could with them. I will show them whenever I get my computer. I'm alright. I will try to get some stuff up eventually. It'll probably just be vlogs. But I don't have my own computer. I'm just using my parents' one while they're asleep. But I am getting into War Machine, and it's probably going to end up being the main game for a while. There's probably all I'm going to get for 40K is the Battle Force, and I'll just paint all that up. And probably get more here and there for that. But I do want to get a War Dog Rekiator army, another Warjack, probably Beast 9, and maybe either Spriggan or Kodiak. And then maybe Winter Guard for infantry. So yeah. War Machine's a lot cheaper than 40K, but it's not cheap. No war game is cheap, but some are more expensive than others, like 40K. And fantasy as well. Although fantasy's not that bad. Mainly because models are cheaper, because they don't use as much plastic because they're a smaller scale. Not that much smaller. But anyways, I'm going to cut this off. This will probably be the only time you've seen me for a while. All my last videos, all my last vlogs about what's been going on are going to be down. Because I don't want that kind of stuff up there. So, yeah. This is Kyle 665 signing out. Bye-bye.